Hello, all of you. CA Dipti Chheda here. Those who know me, I'm into teaching last 20 years. And those who are listening to me for the first time, welcome to Skill Enhancer Series 6 on our YouTube live channel. And just as the results are out, it was like 20 years back at this time, exactly at this time when I became a CA and when results were out, aaj bhi bal khade ho jate, it is like goosebumps when the CA results are going to be announced. So hearty congratulations to all those who have cleared CA final and added that beautiful, amazing, very important two words in front of your name. Hearty congratulations. And those who could not make it, absolutely fine. It's just another 6 months that you are away from your degree, right? And amazing results have come. Mohini Agarwal, our student, she has cleared Inter with all exemption in 8 subjects in Inter from concept classes. Final, she has taken coaching at various places. Again, she cleared all four subjects with exemption. So I feel it's not CA, it's everyone who is successful is having their own success journey. And on this beautiful Saturday weekend, it's good to interact, to know more. And today we have an amazing, amazing guest here, CA Ketan Jain. I'm really surprised to read all his degrees and qualifications. So proud of him. He's my junior, so I can say like this from the bottom of my heart. I've seen him how hardworking he is last 18 plus years, qualified as a chartered accountant, and he has worked in the internal audit. Generally we listen around us that internal audit is thoda sa dry. आज आप देखो इतना मजा आएगा in the coming half an hour. There's going to be lot of value addition, and he's a certified international this risk fraud examination he has given, and he's working in Amazon as internal audit department in Bangalore, certified fraud examiner, and amazing, so many degrees he's having and a wonderful experience. And the best part is with this audit as his main field, he has traveled more than 25 countries. So across the globe at international level, he's having an amazing experience. So here I welcome today's guest, Ketan Jain. Hello, Ketan.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome. All fine. Saturday weekend it is, and last 2 3 days when the result is out, it's like okay, now I have become CA. So how we should move in? So various options are there, and then when I saw you giving talks elsewhere, I didn't want to miss that opportunity. So glad to welcome here, and really waiting to get all the insights from you, your experience, your degrees. I would really please say if you can introduce yourself still better than me, because all these are abbreviations and they are but so good. And I know that you are a continuous learning. If I say one word, if I have to define Ketan, it's a person who is continuously on the learning journey. And I think that's all what we all are also, right? So, not
Yeah,
taking much time from my side, can you please introduce again yourself? I am not satisfied with what I said.
sure. Yes, I also recall that almost 19 years back, I qualified as a chartered accountant, and I can't believe 19 years have passed. Um,
Yes.
and to be honest with you, madam, I had seen you first, and as I said, one of my other friends, elder brother, studying for CA in those days. I believe it was late 90s when you were studying and you were doing your articleship and I
Yes.
and your younger sister Vipali, we used to come to your home and used to see you studying for 16 hours a day. And that was my
Correct.
question to Vipali, that what does she study for 16 hours? Does she really need to study so much? And then when I enrolled for CA, then I realized the importance of studying so hard and so passionately and with such a great discipline. So
Yeah.
you were one of the first people, as I said, whom I have seen and I became chartered accountant looking at you.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for being the inspiration for many. And at that time, we did not have much resources to fall back.
Correct,
neither
correct.
this YouTube nor the internet, and but still, from the offline classes, you had made a mark for yourself and you had passed. So thanks, madam, and you are a great inspiration for everyone. I always used to call you Dipti, and I'll continue to call you Dipti. So yeah,
Okay. You can call me Dipti. We are all professionals. See, my students also, when I meet them, no, after years and we are together in the training, I say now we are colleagues now, not Dipti ma'am. So that's really amazing. So, so, so proud of you, Ketan. I have seen your journey also. And let us begin this wonderful round of question answers. Already, so many questions they have sent. And okay, one thing as we begin this talk show with all the question answer, whatever questions you are having, those who are watching live can definitely please put it in the chat box and we will take it up. And this is not only for all those who have qualified CA, those who are already in this beautiful journey. As we both are saying you कि आज भी रिजल्ट याद आ रहा है 20 साल या 19 साल पहले तो इट इज दैट अमेजिंग फीलिंग कि सही टर्न बैक करके इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल जर्नी post qualification and before also. So those who are still in the journey, we will begin with a question asked by them only. Inter results are yet to come in the next week, and most of them are having this question: should they do internship in a mid-sized firm because after 2.5 years they have to write final exam, and or they should do internship in big four? What is your guidance, Ketan, for them? Ketan, your screen is stuck. Can you hear me? One second now. Yeah,
so sorry, some internet outage.
no problem. Did you hear my question or shall I repeat?
No, no, please repeat. I couldn't hear your question.
Yeah, yeah, right. What I asked was that we are starting actually for the first question is not for those who have qualified now. It's for those who are in this journey, and now because the inter results are almost about to come, the question is that when they have to join articleship, they want to learn the practical work plus they have to study also for final. So this is the time where most of them get distracted. So the first question is where should they join articleship? Which is better? A mid-sized firm where you get comfort of studying and all that, or a big four where you need more commitment, but then, so which one is better according to you?
No, that's a great question, and I feel that's the most relevant question everybody should ask themselves, and they should spend a lot of time doing this research. Being because this 3 years of articleship is the most critical years of our life.
Hmm.
These are the foundational years, and I would say that there are two things what everybody should evaluate. One, what is the person's personality all about? What do they like?
Okay.
What kind of subjects do they like? And then accordingly, once they have identified that, they should identify the firms where they are going to get those kind of experience. If
Hmm.
somebody likes numbers, if somebody likes, maybe I would say a corporate law thing, then those audit firms which are able to give them experience should definitely be chosen.
Okay.
Second is, I strongly believe that a person, if he gets an opportunity to work in Big Four, should
Hmm.
definitely go for it. Should
Okay.
definitely go for it. No second thoughts. I myself have worked in Big Four, PricewaterhouseCoopers, after I qualified,
Okay.
and I can
Hmm.
say for sure that this is really one of the great years if you kind of work there. There are
Hmm.
some pros and cons, which I will come in a bit, but I would say if you get an opportunity, please go for it. Having said
Okay.
that, the best place to work for anybody chartered accountant is a mid-sized firm. Is a mid-sized firm. The reason being is because you have to evaluate your preferences. You have
Hmm.
to clear exams. You have to also learn, and you have to also enjoy your work. So basically, in a mid-sized firm where if you have 8 to 10 partners, you have around 25 to 30 articles, and you
Hmm.
get variety of work, diverse variety of work. So you will be able to rotate within first, second, third year into different kinds of works and learn. So that's how I can say that try to get into mid-sized firm. try to get various experiences and also achieve your goal of clearing the examinations.
Okay. But this choice is going to be based on their inter knowledge. Like they have cleared inter group one, group two, and they'll be joining articleship. So based on that, but is it that if they join Big Four, they'll be doing only one kind? I am like of course qualification into teaching, so no experience of corporate world. I want to you to tell them. And this talk show should do a lot of value addition. So nothing we are talking what we don't know. So I want to know is this exactly when they work in Big Four, most time I have heard from the students, ma'am, plus points are there, but one of the minus point is like right from the beginning, we'll be going either for the taxation or for the audit. So that streamline will be narrowed down. So will this be a value addition for your post CA work, or is this a pro or a con? What do you say?
Yeah, so that is partially true.
Hmm.
Basically, when people join a Big Four and they will join under a partner, and that
Hmm.
partner will be specializing in one particular field. Suppose if they join somebody specializing in, say, audit or say in taxation, then they will be tagged to that particular partner for 3 years and they will kind of get that kind of work. So it is very difficult to keep moving partners or keep moving within different teams in Big Four. That is one,
Hmm.
because they're, they themselves will be having so much work to do, so much work to do
Hmm.
that 3 years itself will not be sufficient. Now, I'll just
Correct.
quickly give one line here, which is when you go for Big Four, your aim is basically to get into corporates,
Okay.
MNCs,
Oh.
because that
Hmm.
is where the Big Four big clients are always, and you're getting exposure to those clients from an early stage. So
Hmm.
you yourself will be, fitting yourself in the corporate employee shoe, and you will be entering a corporate after that. So that's one goal which people have when they enter Big Four.
Okay.
Now, if you want to enter into practice, I would say
Hmm.
mid-size firm is better because your
Okay.
personality will suit that kind of place. You will have to develop your own business.
Correct. Hmm. So that's both the ways you're saying plus point key. If you really have future corporate goals, it is always good to go, because the first thing as you do your internship is you get yourself adjusted in the corporate atmosphere also with the
Yes.
clients and with the corporate CA firm or companies of whatever big four. So they will get into that atmosphere. So it's your choice, and if future is practice and all, then definitely go. And
Yeah.
we this talk should have little humor. So one thing I want to say, when students tell me, कि मैम यहाँ ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं तो ये प्रॉब्लम है, वहाँ ज्वाइन कर रहे तो ये प्रॉब्लम, आई आस्क देम वन सिंपल थिंग, व्हाट डू यू लाइक टू ईट मैम, व्हाट इज दिस क्वेश्चन, आई सेड यू लाइक टू ईट चाट, अरे वो तो बहुत पसंद है, एंड वी हैदराबादीज तो लव साउथ इंडियन, एंड दैट क्रीम स्टोन का आइसक्रीम मैम दैट इज तो ऑसम, विल यू ईट एवरीथिंग टुगेदर? I hope you followed what I really asked them this, and then they said, yes, ma'am, it is right. I said, whatever you are learning, make the best of it. And then as you want to learn, you will definitely get the opportunity. जहाँ हो जो काम कर रहे हो वो best सीखो, ऐसे सीखो कि when it is like the work is to be delegated, it is चलो give this work to Ketan because we know he is the one who will do this very well. So that mindset, if you have, no, you can really go in whatever field you're going. Do you agree with this, Ketan, what I said?
Yeah. So, Dipti, there also had one more line to that, something like majors and
Yeah.
minors. When you
Mhm.
study for your MBA, when you study for engineering, you have some subjects which are major subjects and then some are minor subjects. So when you go for an articleship, that particular firm will give you some kind of experience. So that you should make as a major learning, your major subject,
Mhm.
major understanding. But then there are a lot of things which that firm will not give you experience. So that you have to develop with your own interest.
Okay, so very good, very nice.
Because
That
what
one
will
thing.
happen, yeah, what will happen if you continue to say learn only taxation. But
Mhm.
what if you don't like taxation after 3, 4, 5 years? And during
Mhm.
that time, you not explore the other opportunities and other avenues what are available to a CA after he qualifies. So then you
Mhm.
will be in a dilemma, or you will be in a situation where you will feel stuck. So it's
Mhm.
always better that you learn whatever is given to you in your articleship form, and then you also explore what are the other opportunities for a CA, and keep getting
Mhm.
that knowledge to multiple other sources.
Okay. Can we please add on to this, like whatever work we are getting in our Big Four or our articleship, and beyond that, we need to study also. So, how do we? What would be the sources? Can you suggest some sources exactly from which we can develop our knowledge in the other field? What work we are not able to get in the articleship?
There are multiple sources in 2022, what we had in 1990s.
So very true. So very
The
true.
first one
We
I would
never
say
had
is,
these on guidances also. Correct.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
the first thing I would say is leverage the internet. The power of internet is amazing. Second is I would say leverage the network of your fraternity, CA fraternity, your seniors who have passed what the path you already chosen now you're going to take. And also there are so many short courses which are available on Upgrad, on Unacademy, on Byju's. There are so many of them available, which is like 1 month to 3 months to 6 months. Keep doing those
Okay.
courses. Keep doing short
Okay.
certifications because it will really add. So what I always say to people is whatever degree you choose,
Hmm.
always do some supplemental certifications towards that. These are all
Hmm.
skilling ways to enhance your career, to enhance your resume, to build a resume. So more you do, the more your chances of getting up the ladder fast.
Superb, superb, superb. Great insight. I hope, dear students, you all are noting down this all in your notepad. Do write down that extra courses are available on other websites, on YouTube, on Udemy, or various other sources, as Ketan said, and definitely we should take it up. And the more skills we have more bright opportunities. Right. Now, coming straight to the question that post qualification, just if the result is out and student is preparing for the campus interview, or what are the options? What should be their first step?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to say evaluate between two things here. One, do you want to pursue further degrees, further courses? You want to continue your studies? Or do you want
Mhm.
to straight away join the corporate bandwagon?
Hmm.
Or if you want to make your mindset, or you feel you're ready, or if you want to start your own practice. So you have to
Okay.
evaluate this. The reason I'm saying is because normally it is easy to continue your studies after you're qualified as a CA. Some related
Mhm.
post qualification courses from CA Institute, because once you get into the corporate, once you start to earn, you may not get so much time to learn and again get those big degrees. So you have to evaluate what is your preference. I would say that I myself, if I can give my experience, I did my visa immediately after my CA. I also
Mhm.
enrolled for CIMA, which is basically Certificate of Management Accounting from London. So I
Okay.
actually wanted to go to UK at that time, and for UK they wanted 16 years of education. So I also enrolled for MCOM Part 1. So I continued my studies, and at that time I was also studying for my CAT examinations because I wanted to
Okay.
enroll and go for my MBA from IIMs.
MD also.
Yeah, from
Okay.
IIMs, the top ones.
Mhm.
So that
Mhm.
was one time when I was actually writing four different examinations in 4 different months. If I look at those days, I feel really goosebumps. I would say that you please evaluate what is your preference. If you want to do more degrees, more certification, please feel free to do that. Or if you are ready, if you want to join corporate, you can do that. There are a lot of experience, but one thing I want to, a lot of opportunities. But one thing I want to say here is, please, 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 please always remember that your first two jobs, I would not say first job, but first two jobs are very important
Okay.
because the domain what you choose, the profile what you choose, you will be branded like that and you will have to continue in that. So please do
Okay.
a lot of research before you get an offer, accept an offer, or you go for some kind of a role or profile. Please do a lot of things. Don't just jump into something if it's available because the salary looks lucrative or the brand of the corporate looks lucrative. No. You
Mhm.
please work. What do you want? Because it's your passion, it's your internal feeling what matters. How emotionally you will be attached to that particular profile will matter a lot.
Mhm.
So these two evaluations you do, whether you want to study more, you have time, you have financial backing, you can study further, or if you want to join, then why do you want to join? Please always answer these five whys, why you're doing that step. That will give you
Okay.
a clearer path.
Okay. Okay, so why you are picking up that job? So most of the time I have heard is because definitely by the time you clear your final, it is like money does matter, that how much you are starting with. Okay. And second thing is, what is the availability, like whether you have cleared it in first attempt, second attempt, what is the availability. So what do you say, some of the students, and now they are qualified, yesterday's result, they really want to go into practice, so one second, some disturbance is there, so we need to block them. So now they want to set up a practice and they want to go in for practice only. So one second, one second. So can we ask them that once they start this journey, can they directly go into the practice, like within a senior firm as an assistant and then join as a partner, if they have a future plan? And now after 10 years of practice, you can go for the bankruptcy code exam. So I think there are a lot of options in practice also. That is my view. So, can you give a clarity on this, whether they should go for job or practice? And if job, exactly in taxation, audit, or what fees?
Yeah. So I will basically divide this question into multiple parts, and I
Mm-hmm.
will say why people go for practice or why people go for job. Let me answer it that
Mm-hmm.
way, then people will be able to relate. So I'll start with first why people go for jobs. If
Mm-hmm.
you see, when we had cleared few years back, few decades back now, there were not many corporates which were available. In our place, we are from Nagpur, both of
Correct,
us.
correct.
So there were
The
not many corporates which
कुछ
were
नहीं
available.
था.
कुछ नहीं
Hmm.
था वहां पे, तो हम लोग किसको देख के
Hmm.
आगे बढ़े. So
Hmm.
the natural inkling for people was to start their own practice. But
Hmm.
slowly, migration started to happen. People started to migrate from smaller tier 2, tier 3 cities to tier 1 cities. So I'm currently in Bangalore. I migrated because of the opportunities here.
Hmm.
Now, what happens is that there are hardly 7 to 8 cities in India which could give good salary packages to professionals like us. Not many also.
Hmm.
So if you have the support of a family, if they're allowing you to move out of your comfort zone and your current place where you are, and you can go and start afresh from a new city, and you're getting a good offer in a good corporate where you see that you can progress faster in your career. That is why I came to Bangalore.
Hmm.
But when I started my articleship and when I did my first job, I was still having a mindset of having practice in mind. I still had
Okay.
COP. I still had COP. I
Hmm.
had to surrender my COP when I joined PricewaterhouseCoopers. So
Correct,
my
correct.
first job was an audit firm,
Hmm.
and that gave me a great launch pad. I still feel that the first job what you get is the best because there is no comparison in mind. You're a clean slate. Whatever you learn is a great learning for you. So please join a good place. And now I
Okay.
feel I am a corporate person. I've been working in multiple MNCs, top MNCs from so many years. So I have to find a path which can lead me to a CXO role. It could be
Hmm.
CFO, it could be CIA, or it could be CRO. But a CXO role, that's the path I have to choose. Now, this
Hmm.
is a journey of a corporate person.
Hmm.
If I come to practice, practice has great opportunities, no doubt. And
Hmm.
our profession is very wide. It's like doctorate profession or like an engineering profession where you have so many streams. So CA profession also has so many streams. You can set up your practice in any stream. But the point is you should know why you're selecting it and you should like it. Then
Hmm.
you should not directly open a sole proprietorship practice firm. No. You should
Hmm.
join an audit firm with at least 6 partners, 8 partners. Try to work with them, see how the work happens, what challenges are there, how much practice you can grow for yourself. Because at the end of the day, we all are working for money and
Correct.
satisfaction. So you have to
Hmm.
answer all these questions. And then when you get your answer right, when you feel that you have reached a peak where you can start your own firm, then start it. And I would say, even in that case, start a partnership firm, not a proprietorship firm. Start a partnership firm because a sole proprietorship firm has a lot of limitations. Partnership
Hmm.
firms, you will have one partner specializing in say taxation, other could be auditing, other could be corporate law, other could be company secretary, anything.
Correct, correct.
That will help you.
Everyone has their specialization, and there is always a support. And I think around us also, when we see a CA firm, like from where I have done articleship, you have done, we've always seen like partners only in the
Yeah.
CA firm. So there must be some secret beauty in that, that everyone is having their specialization. Okay, someone will look into the IT matters, someone will look into the GST and other matters. And then that means that so much of teamwork is also required in the partnership firm or in the practice also for the bank audits and all. So great
Yeah,
to know that all the opportunities. So to conclude this question, all the opportunities are good, whether you go for job or whether you go for practice, but choose it wisely. What you like in that field only you go. Let some time go by, but you work in that field, right?
yeah.
The next question is, once you are qualified as a CA, Ketan, I really want to say before I ask this question, can you please explain so many degrees you have done, like from where you have done certified fraud examiner's degree, and I don't know, so many degrees you have, like हम CA बनने में ही साल लग गए और बस है BCom and CA like. So
Yeah,
give
yeah,
some guidance and insight what all degrees and certification course we should pursue post CA degree.
yeah. So I use the word called domain. So
Hmm.
whatever work you do, you will be in some kind of a domain. Like for example, majority of us are in finance domain, and finance domain
Hmm.
has so many subdomains in it. And in that, I'm in audit domain. So likewise,
Okay.
some are in taxation, some are in accounting, some are in controllership teams, some are in compliance, some are in risk management. So all these are coming in the umbrella of finance. So when
Hmm.
I say additional degrees, first when you have identified which domain you want to continue, which profile you want to take, then you should take degrees in those domains because
Hmm.
that will make you more solid, that will make you more
Okay.
skilled. What are we doing? We are knowledge workers. So we are selling our
Hmm.
skills to someone. We're not selling our time. We're also selling our time, but not really our time. We're selling our skills and we're getting paid for it. So the more skill you have, the more polished skill you have, the better you will go
Hmm.
up. So you get those
Okay.
degrees which will help you go up the ladder and which is closer to
Hmm.
what you want to learn. So that is my saying. And whatever degrees I have taken degrees and a few certifications. Now, in certification, if I can say, I've taken diploma in information systems audit from
Okay.
ICAI. I've
Okay.
taken, I'm a certified fraud examiner. I've taken from US. I've been to US and I did my exams there. Then I
Okay.
have done my forensics accounting and fraud prevention, again from C Institute. And I also done my
Okay.
certificate in management accounting from SEMA London. Now, all this degree
Okay.
are coming in the finance domain. Plus, I have this BCom degree. So, along with CA.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I would say that continuously keep learning, and the learning can be in any form, not just formal certifications which you can affix against your, sorry, which you can suffix after your name, but it can be, as I said, about a lot of certifications are there in Udemy's of the world and YouTube's of the world. Keep learning. There are so many webinars in this pandemic time which has come up. Keep learning and keep growing, but please stick to the own planet what you're currently, which is your domain.
Hmm.
People can change companies, people can change sectors, people
Hmm.
cannot change domain. So
Hmm.
Dipti, you're now in teaching domain. You're in
Yes.
teaching, you're a teaching professional. So it won't be that easy for you to take a jump or a plunge into a corporate. Likewise for
Correct.
me also into teaching. So we have to
Hmm.
grow in this. So it is very important that we select at the beginning the right domain.
Correct, 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 correct. So very true. And in that domain, or domain means that core area what you have picked up, audit or taxation or whatever, related to that, you have done all these courses. That certified fraud examiner or
Yeah.
SEMA, say you have done the course, or two courses you said forensic audit and all you have done from ICAI. So related to this only, the next question is, while you were doing these courses, like you qualified 18 years back, and while you were doing these courses, you were working also. So for those who have qualified now, is it possible to go with these two things together always? Like with the job, can we manage these post qualification studies? Can we guide students
Yeah.
for this?
Among all these things, I would say CA is the most toughest. Now, if I show you my photograph pre-CA and after CA, you can see how much hair I had.
सही
So
में सही में.
I would say that after CA, the toughest was SEMA for me because it was also full-time learning and it was pretty
Okay.
tough. The passing percentage also was equally tough. Then the third was the CFE, where the passing percentage was 75%.
Mm-hmm.
FAFP also 75% and also DISA 75%. But DISA, CAFE, FAFP was like 3 months to 4 months and I could clear it off. It
Okay.
was not that tough in terms of
With,
but time commitment.
yeah,
But
with
SEMA
working,
is, yeah, yeah,
with
with work,
working.
with
Okay.
work.
Okay.
And all these things, I would say CA, please don't take it lightly. People who are just enrolling for it or who are actually giving the exams, it is not that easy. Yesterday, the results came 2 days back, and I could see both groups was 15% people cleared CA finals. 85% people are yet to clear that too in CA final.
Correct.
And so these do not ride in two boats. I did that. I had, as I said, I was preparing for CAT also and CA final
That
also.
one.
So do not do
Mm-hmm.
that. It will put a lot of stress
Mm-hmm.
on you. But the other small certification, 3 months, 6 months, you can easily do it. You can
Correct.
also do CIA, Certified Internal Auditor Certificate from the US.
Mm-hmm.
It's also not that tough to do. CISA, you can do it, not that tough to do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me of one thing, as you said, don't do two things at a time. Like while you are preparing for the CA final, this is the thing I say to all the CA final. Please correct me if I'm right or not. As a teacher, students बोलते हैं ना दीप्ति मैम तो बोलते रहते हैं. You know, many of the students when they clear their internship, immediately they get very good packages and jobs from the firm in which they have worked or around also, and that time is like it looks lucrative. Arey, chalo, I will earn on my own this much package. I don't want to say the money and all, but whatever. But then I literally tell them, force them, scold them, if you are really focused to get your degree, and if you really feel that there is good financial support, you are not much in immediate need of urgency, don't pick up a job while you are writing your final exam. I always say them because two, as you said, you cannot ride in two boats. You were preparing for CAT and CA final, same thing. Most of them, ma'am, I'm just working there only where I did my articleship, I'm doing job and I'm preparing for final. Preparation of CA final is not that casual. Am I correct or not? You give some value addition from your side for this point.
या मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगा कि पढ़ाई और कमाई साथ में नहीं होती.
Array, wonderful word.
मैं इतना बोलूंगा देखिए ये जो आप फिर क्या होगा आप if you study and then if you work also then you have to ask for your employer to give holidays, basically leaves. You know,
Mm-hmm.
CA final, it's not that easy. You know, it's based on a memory. So it's not that you will remember everything once you studied and then you'll be able to recall because our brain works in different ways. The way you study, the way you retain, the way you recall is all different functioning of
Mm-hmm.
the brain. So I would say, howsoever you study, you will need at least 2 months before CA final examination. At
Correct,
least
revision.
you
Mm-hmm.
have to keep time for revision. You have to keep time for practice. You have to keep time for mock test. Then only
Correct.
you will prepare those 3 hours test when you go and then go for that thing. Nothing I would say is as tough as CA final exams. I still can say that. And in my attempt, it so happened that they have cut down the 2 holidays also. So 8 papers in 8 days. And I still remember by the time I reached the fifth paper, I was exhausted. Exhausted.
Mm. So
So
true,
please
so true. It happens.
use this time. If you really want to keep yourself engaged, I would say teach somebody else. So you are doing a good to yourself and to somebody else because you're studying and you're teaching, so your concepts are becoming good. And then your chances of success is fast. Rather than working maybe at some place for 2 months and taking a break, then waiting for a result, then again taking break. No, don't do that. Focus, put
Mm.
all your energies, all your time. As I said, if you want to keep engaged, teach someone else. He will also give you blessings.
You've really reminded me of my times. I never knew, while doing this, while I was going through my CA journey, and in the fluke, I just joined CA foundation because सब friends कर रहे हैं BCom करके क्या करेंगे? Like हमारे ज़माने में 95. So I really want to add on this. I never knew that post the CA I would come into teaching. Till I was qualified and immediately married to Hyderabad, my first corporate job was, I didn't pick up, but I'm just saying, as a credit manager, I got a job in the ICICI bank, but was not comfortable to work in the corporate. So I started teaching, and this is my post CA teaching journey, something very long. I don't want to discuss. But I want to say, as you say, the seeds are sown. While I was in inter, I was in final. I used to teach all my friends. सीए में देर इज नो कॉलेज, देर इज नो फुल टाइम कॉलेज की सुबह बस में
Exactly,
बैठ के गए
exactly.
बीजेआईटी एमजीआईटी और रात में
Motivate,
आ रहे हैं. तो we
motivate,
I used to go to various coaches, and like one of my friend, he was very good at ITSM, I was good into accounts, so I used to make all just booster notes of amalgamation और उसकी xerox करते थे मिलके. तो now I can recollect कि I used to literally teach from that time. And
yeah,
as you said, as a student, dear students, whatever is your strong subject, if you take initiative and teach your colleagues, your friend circle, whoever, definitely you're not doing a favor to them. It is all with I motive. Your concept will become super perfect. अपने आप एग्जाम में पेन फ्लो होगा, right or not?
yeah, yeah. So there is a famous saying which says that, uh, one time teaching is equal to five times writing. One time writing is equal to five times listening. So
Okay.
basically, what you're currently doing, you're listening. So when you listen, when you make notes, and when you make those notes into use, the efforts will be solid. So basically,
Super.
practice it, keep practicing it, keep teaching it. It will be yours. Your concepts will which will become more solid. And I want to say, like Dipti, as you said that in our time, 95 you started, I started 98. There was not much opportunity. So all our careers were career by chance. It was not
Correct.
career by choice.
Choice.
Now that you have the choice, please do a lot of research. Spend good amount of time. This is a matter of 30 years of your life. It will pay reap rich dividends to you. I can say
Right,
with you.
right. So then we can conclude this question. I hope, dear students, some of them are watching live. Yeah, we are picking up. Aparna, your question, please stay connected. And those who are watching it, recording and all, whatever, ये सबसे पहले नोट्स अभी से शुरू करो, कमाई और पढ़ाई साथ में नहीं. And then teach one time. What you said, teaching is 5 times. What you
Writing,
said?
writing.
Right. So ये सब points, put it in the chat box and let there be value addition in this talk show. And if you really feel this is a value addition, do share this talk show with 5 of your more friends. And anytime you can connect with Ketan and me. And Ketan is very, very helpful. He's going to help you in all the ways if you have any queries. So now, before I continue with the questions, already students have sent, I want to pick up a live question. Aparna is here. Hello, Aparna, and she's asking a question. Ketan sir, can you please explain how a CA can gain expertise in the field of risk management and what are the exposures in this field?
So this is an emerging field, I would say, Aparna, risk management, and these fields are basically needed in big MNCs.
Mm-hmm.
And risk management is nothing but second line of defense. As you must be aware that in a corporate there are three lines of defense. First is what is first line of defense is set by the management, where they are responsible to put the controls and ensure that the company works fine and meets its objectives, complies with laws and regulations, and does the business in terms of earning revenue. Second line of defense is basically risk team, quality team, information security team. These are the teams who are basically taking care of the management by helping them put these controls. So they do
Okay.
a double hatting. They also do a little bit of auditing, but majorly they implement the controls. And third line of defense, which is people like me, the internal auditors, who will come as an independent body for independent objective assurance, and then give a report to the audit committee that yes, the controls are working fine, and everything looks fine. So risk management, coming to your question, I would say is a great field. Having said that, you need to do some kind of an additional study in that. I was going through the new curriculum today. I believe your subject number 6B or 6C, the new curriculum which will come from May 2022 onwards,
Yes.
is on risk management. And I
Okay.
had worked as a risk manager, and I was part of the enterprise risk management team in Wipro Technologies. Now, the word itself gives you a lot of information. Enterprise-wide risk management. This basically, Wipro is a big enterprise. It's a big giant. It's a big conglomerate of multiple entities, multiple small companies, and we were basically responsible to manage the risk across the company. So it was a great role, a great job. I would say we were able to ensure that any risk, be it say financial reporting risk, be it operational risk, be it compliance risk, be it accounting risk, be it legal risk, any kind of risk, There can be thousands of other risks also. Any kinds of risk is risk managers are responsible to mitigate, put the
Mhm.
controls, and then monitor on a regular basis. So I
Okay.
would say just take your own examples. You live in a house, so what kind of risk will be there? If you leave those risks unmitigated, you will face disasters or you will face challenges. Similarly, you extend this to the corporate and see what corporates need to work,
Okay.
what the corporate need to face or they are focused upon and work upon.
Okay, okay, great insight. So, some of you, those who don't know about the risk management, it's like, last 5, 7 minutes, Ketan, what you were saying, it was like CID की टीम होती है ना दया, फिर they take help of सावल के, no? वैसा है बिल्कुल कि ऑडिट इंटरनल ऑडिट तो आप लोग कर रहे हो बट देन यू नीड फोरेंसिक टीम यू नीड रिस्क मैनेजमेंट various teams to help you out to detect the fraud. So
So
you are giving such an insight, and this is a common thing across right now. Is कि audit is very dry subject, while articleship also और बाद में भी taxation is like रोज कुछ ना कुछ अभी क्रिप्टो करेंसी चल रहा है डिस्कशन में रोज कुछ नया होता है तो ऑडिट तो इतना ड्राई बट नाउ व्हेन आई एम लिसनिंग टू ऑल दीज थिंग्स फ्रॉड एंड forensic audit and risk management, dear students, there are great opportunities in this also. Aparna is saying thank you, Ketan sir, so much for this wonderful insight. Yes, Ketan, you were saying something?
no, I was
Or
just saying you will not get this kind of opportunities in all kinds of companies.
okay.
Internal
Mm-hmm.
audit, risk management, compliance, information security, these are basically departments in large size companies because
Okay.
either they are regulated or because
Mm-hmm.
of the size of the company and also in your car or you have seen some requirements on internal audit, they will have to have this department. So if you want to make your career, you will have to be in big companies. That's what I'm trying to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you have to open your own risk consultancy and then give
Mm-hmm.
advices, give services to the mid-sized firms.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, one value addition can you say for all those who are in audit that it is not a dry field. You are yourself giving so much of insights. Ki there is so much to do. And any specific courses there for this risk management as we were
Yes,
discussing right now?
there is a institute called IRM, Institute of Risk
Mm-hmm.
Management. You
Mm-hmm.
can find a lot of courses there. Plus, as I mentioned to you, the CA Institute itself has come up with a subject on risk management. Not much about it, but it will give you a good flair about it from at a macro level. You can start to look into it. And there is one more risk management course which is basically for insurance business, again by CA Institute. So you can look into it like from our website and get to know. It's a great
Okay, right.
thing. Yeah, it's a great thing. And majorly, risk managers are required in corporates like fintech companies, in
Mm-hmm.
banking, financial institutions. So there you will earn a lot. And also with that kind of experience, you can also be absorbed by foreign companies. You will have opportunity to work abroad as well.
Okay, that's a great insight, and I don't know what a coincidence. Last time when I met one of the fraud directors, speaker as a speaker, when I went in the seminar, she was also from Bangalore. So I don't know, is this true that Bangalore is a hub for this? All these
So
risk management and fraud detection and all these areas.
I can say
Yes.
yes to some extent in the sense if you look at Mumbai, it's a financial hub.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, all the banks, all the big corporates, all the manufacturing companies are set up there. Bangalore is the Silicon Valley. All the IT companies are set up here. It's a startup capital. So after this, I would say Hyderabad comes in IT companies.
Yes.
So then Pune comes. So this is
International
how,
taxation is what I hear in Hyderabad. It's
yeah,
international taxation and upcoming is valuation. Certified values are required, no?
yeah, yeah.
Do you have some insights for this side also that if we post qualification, we want to become the certified valuer in some whatever for the shares, for the assets and all. So what exactly is are there any post qualification courses for this?
There
How
are,
is this area?
and certified valuers roles are also growing big time in the last decade or so.
Mm-hmm.
I've also seen our C institute also have subject about valuation of companies. That's also very
Mm-hmm.
big, very big field. And now so many startups are coming and how the valuations are coming up. All the chartered accountants and finance professionals are only helping them.
Okay.
So you can do those courses as well. And what I would say is CA curriculum itself, if you look at it, it will open a lot of doors for you. And
Hmm.
our course is like this. It's like a funnel. It's like a funnel. It will give you so much to study. And then that funnel you have to make it like this.
Hmm.
Meaning you choose a subject out of many subjects. For example, I've chosen internal audit. And then within internal audit, you will have so many subdivisions. You have IT audits, you have forensics, you have data analytics, you have process audits. Within internal
Hmm.
audit, so many specializations. You also have risk
Okay.
management.
Hmm.
So you choose like this, and for this choice, you have horticulture. You have
Okay.
3 years. So you have to give your experience in so many fields because you have to identify which field will interest you the most, where you're
Correct.
emotionally connected. I always say that if you're passionate about something, if you have your purpose written down clearly, and if you become an expertise, then you're going to get an iconic career. So all
Super.
these three should meet together. Your passion, your
You need
purpose,
to
and
be,
expertise.
yeah, you need to be passionate. You should know your purpose, why you are into this field, what is the end goal you want. That clarity is there, then you can definitely. Good, good, good insight. Coming to the next question is, what would you like to say about opportunities in India and abroad? If some students are planning to go abroad, is it good that way or how?
Yeah, so see, there are certain fields which are basically dependent on the Indian laws.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go into practice and if you study for Indian taxation, they are dependent on the Indian law, so Indian Companies Act. So for you, chances of getting work outside India might be limited. But
Mm-hmm.
if you work in a field which has a global demand, like say internal audit, and if you do internal audit to big corporates like Amazon or HP, you already have get that experience, so you will be absorbed faster outside India.
Okay.
So first
Mm-hmm.
identify that what field you are in, and then
Mm-hmm.
how the opportunities are opening up. I always say that if you get an opportunity to work abroad, please take it. At least for
Okay.
3 years, if you get an opportunity, go and work. And try to work in your initial years of your career.
Correct,
In the
correct,
later
correct.
part of the years, maybe opportunities might come down. You may grow in your current role. Your fitment issue might come up because it's a pyramid. A corporate is a pyramid. So when you
Hmm.
are starting your career, you have more opportunities. So if you get an opportunity to work abroad, please go. There are 7, 8 countries where there are a lot of demands. You can find yourself, which is like UK, US, Canada, Singapore, Dubai, Australia. These are the favorite destinations. Pick a job
Hmm.
there. You live in the world of LinkedIn's. You can search
Hmm.
anything there. You know what job descriptions are being classified in the level you currently are, the level you're going to move next, then the next. Get yourself skilled in those the requirements, and your chances will increase.
Okay. It is always good to explore. As I'm talking to you, I'm remembering one of my friend Neeta from Hyderabad, and she worked in the specialization she did in data analytics and all. Right now, she's in Africa, but working as a finance head and this analytics and all data head as there she is working, and in some pharmaceutical company at a very big post. So it's good. There are opportunities abroad also. And one thing in between I've reminded I want to share, as you said, these in CA final also we have this elective subject where you said you can take up risk management or banking or international taxation. Like this, they are getting this option there itself. So I think Ketan, wouldn't it be good if that 6A, 6B, 6C, that elective subject, you choose it wisely according to your interest? और आई डोंट नो सम स्टूडेंट से मैम कौन सा वाला इजी है पढ़ने में वो पढ़ के खत्म करते हैं अब क्या बोलना है यू से समथिंग अबाउट
See,
दिस
मैं तो इतना बोलना चाहूंगा कि हमारा आर्टिकलशिप का पर्पस क्या है एंड हमारा सिलेबस का पर्पस क्या है. डेफिनेटली एग्जाम पास करना तो है ही,
अरे
डेफिनेटली. बट आई वुड से कि एग्जाम पास करने के लिए मत पढ़िए. एग्जाम पास होने के बाद भी पढ़िए और पढ़ाइए, एंड देन उस पर काम भी करिए. So that will make you more solid. And if you have options, then please try to connect with some seniors who are in that field. So you know what are the opportunities available there. कितना पैसा कमा पाओगे आप, लाइफ के challenges क्या होंगे, कितना growth मिलेगा. Because it's very
Mm-hmm.
important to know how big the pond is where you currently are working, so that you can keep
Mm.
moving vertically and
Okay.
horizontally as well. यही तो करना है, या तो ऊपर जाना है या तो lateral move करना है. So
Left
अगर
or right?
pond खुला रहेगा तो आप नहीं move कर पाओगे. तो वो domain में जाइए, वो field लीजिए जो आपके close हो heart को, और उसमें opportunities भी भर भर के हो. प्लस टैक्सेशन तो कभी खत्म नहीं होगा. ये तो हर हर समय नया कुछ आता है, तो नई अपॉर्चुनिटीज आपके पास रहेगी रहेगी, तो आपको पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा उतना.
Mm-hmm.
वैसे ही ऑडिट में भी आपको बहुत पढ़ना पड़ता है नए प्रोसेस के बारे में. हमेशा हर ऑडिट नया रहता है.
Mm.
देयर आर सम फील्ड्स लाइक से आई वुड से अकाउंटिंग, थोड़ा सा वो रिपीट होता है, थोड़ा सा मोनोटोनस रहता है, लेकिन वहां पर भी नए अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स आते हैं, नए
Correct,
नए चीजें
correct.
आती हैं, थोड़ा सा आता है. वैसे ही आपका स्टार्ट ऑडिट्स भी होगा. तो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है. उसके लिए ही आर्टिकलशिप होती है कि आप अपने आप को ज्यादा नॉलेज दो, एक्सपोजर दो.
Hmm. So even if little you feel you need to overtake yourself, but don't choose that elective subject which is just easy to clear. Choose which is interesting to you. You will learn it faster, right or not? Whether it is
Yeah,
international taxation or risk management or whatever subject. Ketan, one thing we cannot miss the opportunity today. I really want some insights from you. You have traveled more than 25 plus countries, and that too for this forensic audit. पूरे ना security के साथ कि क्या fraud detect करने वाले. So some insight, some experience of your this journey of traveling so many countries as a CA. Can you give
sure.
some?
So I would answer by saying internal auditors होते कौन है. इंटरनल
Okay.
ऑडिटर्स मैनेजमेंट के आईज एंड ईयर्स होते हैं.
Mm-hmm.
अब इंटरनल ऑडिटर्स की जरूरत पड़ती है.
Sorry, sorry. It's a beautiful line. They are all going to pen down this in note in the chat box. Sorry, it's a wonderful line. Say, internal
इंटरनल
auditor.
ऑडिटर्स आईज एंड ईयर्स होते हैं मैनेजमेंट के.
Okay.
सो बेसिकली होता क्या है, जब कॉर्पोरेट इतना बड़ा हो जाता है कि मैनेजमेंट की नजरों से परे हो जाता है वो, एंड दे आर इन सो मेनी डिफरेंट प्लेसेस कि इट बिकम्स एक्सट्रीमली टफ फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टू कंट्रोल देम. They go to multiple cities and they go to multiple countries, and this is how they become multinational companies. So
Mm-hmm.
कैसे चेक करें कि सब कुछ सही चल रहा है, तो इसलिए इंटरनल ऑडिटर्स को बैठाया जाता है. और
Correct.
अगर कॉर्पोरेट्स इतने ज्यादा कंट्रीज में हैं तो इंटरनल ऑडिटर्स को ट्रैवल करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है. एंड आई कैन
Mm-hmm.
से मैं लकी था कि मैं हमेशा टॉप एमएनसीज में काम किया हूँ.
Okay.
एएनजेड, प्राइस वाटर हाउस कूपर्स, ह्यूलेट पैकर्ड, अमेजॉन, तो ये कंपनीज हर जगह है वर्ल्ड में.
Okay.
इसलिए इटली जाकर जाके हमने ट्रैवल करके काम चेक किया. जैसे मैंने आपको कुछ देर पहले बताया था कि इंटरनल ऑडिट का एक्सपीरियंस हम लोग कहीं भी रेप्लिकेट कर सकते हैं,
Hmm.
क्योंकि हर जगह एक पैरेटो एनालिसिस काम करता है. 80-20 प्रिंसिपल. 80% प्रोसेसेस हर जगह सेम रहेंगे. तो आपको बस वो 80% प्रोसेस को समझना है, उसमें एक्सपर्ट बनना है, और उसको जाके फिर रिपीट करना है मल्टीपल अदर जगहों पे जाकर.
Okay, so you want to say whatever challenges you faced in other countries, that is apart, but in other countries also the work was 80% similar, the base
यस.
level, and you
यस.
did expertise. This reminds me of night driving, you know. इतनी लाइट आ रही है वो मुझे डिस्टर्ब नहीं कर रही है क्योंकि मुझे मेरा लेफ्ट मेरा साइड दिख रहा है. So beautiful. And the words are amazing. I myself used to feel one was law subject and one is this audit. I teach accounts and taxation. They are my core areas since last 20 years. So I had never had this ये ऐसा मुझे विजन नहीं मालूम था कि इंटरनल ऑडिट जो है दे आर द आईज एंड ईयर्स ऑफ कंपनी सो दैट वी कैन कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन अदर वर्क. ठीक है, external auditor is there, he will keep a check. So
यस.
beautiful, so amazing. We'll be closing in 5 minutes, dear students. So more queries are there, put it down. And Ketan, can you suggest last question I'll be taking before we close? Can you suggest some way we can put some link or how the students can connect with you if they have more queries? Because this is तुमसे जितना पूछो और जितना नॉलेज लो ना वो कम है ऐसे लग रहा है. But we have
मैं भी
time
सीख रहा
currently,
हूँ.
so yeah.
मैं भी सीखता हूँ एवरी डे. आई एम आल्सो लर्निंग. सो बट आई विल बी हैप्पी टू शेयर व्हाटएवर आई कैन. सी मेरा एक ही पर्पस है, और ये मैं शेयर इंटरेस्ट से करता हूँ कि जो गलतियां मैंने करी मतलब आई वुड से रिसोर्सेज के अभाव में या लैक ऑफ डायरेक्शन या लैक ऑफ नॉलेज या हरीनेस के कारण व्हाटएवर जो गलतियां मैंने करी, मैं चाहता हूँ कि अगर मैं किसी से बात करूँ कोई स्टूडेंट से तो मे भी उनके 2-4 साल बच जाए गलती
So
करने
true,
से,
so
क्योंकि मैं
true.
एक बार आपने
That
जो
would be
बात पकड़ा तो यू टर्न लेना थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है हमारी फील्ड में,
correct.
इसलिए
Correct.
अगर किसी को मुझसे रीच करना है तो आप मेरा नंबर शेयर कर दीजिए, दे कैन एनी टाइम कॉल मी, वी कैन फिक्स अ टाइम एंड देन
Okay.
अकॉर्डिंगली वी कैन कनेक्ट फॉर
Sure,
फ्यू
sure.
मिनट्स।
Number, or they can write you a mail. I'll share the mail ID also if you wish. Okay.
या
Right. Last question as asked is that sometimes post qualification, if we are into the audit or if we want to shift, excuse me, quit and make a fresh start, then how do we go by?
ये तो मतलब ऐसा है कि इट्स लाइक अ डबल एज स्वॉर्ड।
Excuse me. Correct,
इट्स अ
correct.
कैच
Totally
22
agree with
कंडीशन
that.
फॉर अस। सो बेसिकली
Hmm.
क्या हुआ है कि कई लोगों का एज आई सेड कि करियर बाय चांस होता है, नॉट बाय चॉइस। क्योंकि
Hmm.
समय बहुत लग गया सीए पास करने में, तो जो भी जॉब मिला चलो अब ले लेते हैं, हम फ्रस्ट्रेट भी हो जाते हैं। इट्स अ प्रैक्टिकल नेचुरल थे कि कितना पढ़े, वही भी पढ़ के हर बार लिखो, तो 3 अटेम्प्ट हो गए, 4 अटेम्प्ट हो गए, तो फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गए, तो जो मिला ले लिया। लेकिन बाद में
Hmm.
मालूम पड़ा कि उसमें मजा नहीं आ रहा, तो अब क्या करें? तो या तो
Yeah.
हमें ऊपर जाना है, ग्रो करना है, लेकिन अगर आपका दिल नहीं है तो आप जल्दी ग्रो नहीं करोगे, तो फिर आपको जल्दी से जल्दी डिसाइड करके एग्जिट करना चाहिए। और जिस चीज में आपका मन है वो आपको ऑलरेडी आइडेंटिफाई कर लेना चाहिए तब तक। जब
Hmm.
आपके पास ऑलरेडी कुछ कोर जॉब है, आपकी सैलरी आ रही है, तभी आप आइडेंटिफाई करिए आपको किसमें मजा आ रहा है, कहाँ जाना चाहिए, एंड
Hmm.
स्लोली उस फील्ड की स्किल्स आपको बिल्ड करनी चाहिए।
Hmm.
क्योंकि ऐसे ही आपको कोई जॉब देगा नहीं कि आप बोलोगे मैं ऑडिट किया हूँ, मुझे मजा आ रहा है, आपको टैक्स में जाना है तो टैक्स में जॉब दे दो, नहीं। आपको ऐसे कोई जॉब नहीं देगा अगर आपके 5-7 साल बिता चुके ऑडिट में, तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ, या
Hmm.
वाइसी वर्सा। तो आपको स्लोली 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 टैक्स में अगर इंटरेस्ट है तो फिर टैक्स के बारे में स्किल्स लेना जरूरी करना पड़ेगा, एंड वो
Correct.
आपको डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करना पड़ेगा आपके हायरिंग मैनेजर, प्रोस्पेक्टिव एम्प्लॉयर को। वो कैसे आप
Hmm.
डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करोगे? समझो आप कोई टॉक कर रहे हो, कोई प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हो, या लिंक्डइन में कोई आर्टिकल लिख के पब्लिश कर रहे हो, तो
Okay.
उसको पता चलेगा कि हाँ इसको इंटरेस्ट है, इस पे इंटरेस्ट पे डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन देना है। देन
Hmm.
स्लोली आपको लिया जाएगा उस रोल में, मे बी आपको एक लेवल नीचे मिलेगा, चलेगा,
Hmm.
क्योंकि अगर आपको इंटरेस्ट है आप जल्दी से लेवल ऊपर आ जाओगे और आप खुश रहोगे। दैट इज व्हाट आई एम
Hmm.
ट्राइंग टू टेल कि डिले मत करिए, अगर आपको कुछ पसंद नहीं है तो डिले मत करिए, जितना जल्दी हो सके यू टर्न लेके एग्जिट लेके जो फील्ड में मजा है वो करिए। और ज्यादा लाइफ में एक्सप्लोरेशन भी मत करते रहना हर वक्त, टिल द एज ऑफ आई वुड से फर्स्ट 5-7 ईयर्स ऑफ करियर जितना करना है करिए, आर्टिकलशिप में जितना करना है करिए, लेकिन 30 के बाद, 30 साल के बाद आप ऐसी स्ट्रीम पकड़े जहाँ आपको आगे बढ़ना है और फिर उसी में आगे बढ़ते रहिए। वो पेड़ को आप पहले लगाएंगे तो पेड़ छोटा रहता है, उसके तने कौली रहती है तो
Correct,
आप मोड़
correct.
सकते हैं, लेकिन जब पेड़ का
Hmm.
तना मजबूत होता है तो उसको
Hmm.
हिलाना मुश्किल हो जाता है। तो आप 30 साल के बाद जो भी फील्ड में जाएंगे उसमें स्टिक करिए। फिर मैंने जैसे कहा
Hmm.
था, आप पॉलिसी बदल सकते हो, सेक्टर बदल सकते हो, डोमेन नहीं बदल पाओगे इतनी इजीली,
Correct,
इसलिए
correct.
चूज करिए वाइसली।
Correct. And even if you want to do it, it's okay to explore and take, realize it and shift it, but not keep on exploring doing after 30s. As you said, then consistency is required in the same field to grow as I've seen you growing. Right. Great insight. Had an amazing time. I thought we'll wrap it up quickly in half an hour, but the questions were good. They were coming here, they are on here in my mobile also. Those who are not able to take it live, they've already pre-sent the questions. So we have tried to make best of this talk show. Thank you so much, Ketan, for the amazing insight you have given to this fraternity. और सीए में इतने अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, स्पेशली कभी लगता था प्रैक्टिस और जॉब, बट जॉब में ठीक है ऑडिट और टैक्सेशन. नाउ इन इंटरनल ऑडिट, एज यू टॉक्ड अबाउट दिस, I think, dear students, you should watch this video again. Take all the insights. I'll be giving Ketan's email ID and contact, and he's always, always willing to help all the students. And this talk show, this Skill Enhancer series, this is the sixth one. We have already done 1 to 5. So if you watch in YouTube with a playlist, they are all with value filled insights you will get, and do take the most of the benefit. As we said, both of us said this kind of guidance was not there in our time. एक बस चल रहे थे flow में, and God's grace that we all landed up well. He is good into his field. I am so happy to be I rejected my 40,000 job of credit manager and I worked as a teacher and my first pay was 3,000. I'm not saying this to for anything, but I'm saying, but now I'm so happy to be with my students all the time and to be a part of this royal profession. I say teaching profession. So pick up your opportunities, your core domain. This domain word is beautiful, Ketan, and lot of insights you have given to students. Thank you so much.
No, it's
Definitely,
my
we
pleasure.
can. Yeah,
My
say.
pleasure, my pleasure. And all the best to the students for your further studies and for your future career. CA has a great, I would say, opportunities further. And aati rahengi, not just in India but abroad. So please grab it with both the hands. All the best.
Correct. Super. So it's an amazing, beautiful journey, dear students. Wish you very all the best. Don't leave this journey in inter and final and take the most whatever is discussed here and do wonderful. And those who are qualified, knock. One journey you have cleared and you are entering a beautiful world of corporate of practice, whatever you choose. May God bless you and all the best wishes to all of you. Thank you so much for sparing this Saturday, one day evening, this evening with us, and have an amazing weekend. And stay connected with this channel. If you feel that you want more of these kind of talk shows, and still comment below. Ketan is also there. I'm also there. If any comments are coming, because some students are they are stuck up somewhere in the internship, ma'am, we'll surely watch it on Sunday. Do watch it. If you're watching this as a recording on our channel, and if you still have a query, pen down. We are always there to help you what best you want. All links, all my app link, all other links, Ketan's detail, all will be there in the description box very soon. Thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend. Bye bye, all of you. Ketan, bye
Bye bye.
bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was kitna beautiful laga to connect you like this. Right. Thank
My
you so
pleasure.
much. Bye
My
bye.
pleasure. Take care.
Bye
Bye.
bye.